Hey guys, it's Rick, and today I'm going to show you how you can easily remove your hot glued Christmas lights from your brick or your hard surfaces on your house using one of a few different tools that you've probably got laying around. Maybe you're new to the channel, or perhaps you watched my Christmas light video about how to install C9 Christmas lights on your house. That video somehow got almost 200,000 views last year. And the most popular question was, one, does it damage your brick or your hard surfaces when you use hot glue to attach your Christmas lights? And two, well, how do I get them down? Here's just a few tools that I have in my garage that I could use for removing these lights. The tool that I use 99% of the time is a wood chisel. Because it'll allow me to get in behind the lights, and it will also allow me to scrape the brick or the hard surface if there's any glue residue left behind. Most of these C9 lights have this little tab right here on the side. See that little tab? So I'm just going to take my chisel, put right there on that tab, and I'm going to give it a tap. And then very quickly comes right off. In this instance, this is actually like the best case scenario. The entire ball of glue came off without leaving any residue behind on the hard surface. So then all I have to do is take my hands and just peel that glue residue right off the back of the bulb. Just like that, super easy. Now that light is ready to go again next year for more hot glue. Here I'm going to demonstrate using just a flathead screwdriver. So same scenario. If you get behind here and just tap it with your hand, it's going to pop right off. So you'll see, again, super easy. All of the glue primarily is on the back of this bulb. Just take your hands. Peels right off. But one of the reasons why the chisel is my preferred tool here is because you will see there are instances where it doesn't pull off cleanly, and that's common. About 50% of the time it'll come off clean. About 50% of the time it's going to leave that glue ball behind on the brick or the hard surface. Now if you're using that little bitty flathead screwdriver, it's a lot harder to get this off, but if you have the chisel, it will literally, I'm doing this with one hand, so I apologize for the shaky camera angle. It'll pop that glue ball right off. You do a little bit of planning when you put these in. If you use this tab and align it, your chisel will fit perfectly behind that, and it'll pop right off. And then you can use your chisel, get behind the little bulb of glue, and it'll peel right off.
So this shows me removing the bulbs in real time, and you can see that it is a pretty fast process. There will be some tension on some of the bulbs, so when you pop some of them off, sometimes a few of them will pop at once. The longest part of this process was actually the time that it took to move the ladder and reposition it for the bulbs that I couldn't reach. But when I say that this is a pretty simple process, I really do mean that. About 50% of the bulbs, again, will come off with absolutely no glue stuck to the brick or to the masonry work. About half of them, you'll have to use your chisel and just remove a little bit of glue from the surface.
One of the things that I do want to address here is what happens if you mess this up. Like, you know, if you take your hands, sometimes you can just pull them off just like that. Like actually that pulled off pretty cleanly, completely cleanly with the glue ball. So it depends on where you are in the brick. You could just pull them right off, and sometimes that works. Oh, it's actually coming off way too easy. All right, good. Here's one that's a little bit more solid. So let me take this bulb out here. So what might happen if you're just using your hands is that you do exactly what I just did. You break the bulb. So you break the bulb housing off, and then that guy is still stuck on the brick. I'm going to show you an easy way to fix that. Well, here's the really cool thing about making your own Christmas lights and using cutting your own links. You can use vampire plugs with these, right? So if you watch my original how to install Christmas light videos, then I've taught you in that how you can use vampire plugs. So you'll see here, right, the difference in spacing, and that's because this is where that bulb, where we lost that bulb. And this will happen, and you will see, you can see the marks there where that bulb was. The amazing thing is, just like vampire plugs, you can replace this C9 or C7 socket. So if you do make a mistake or you break one getting it off, they sell these, and you can get them online or you can get them at Ace Hardware. And all it does is, it's really cool. You just put it back in like so, and then you take the base, and there's a little notch right here. So you can see there's a notch here, and there's not a notch on that side. And that's because of this little hook. You want to line that up to where it goes into this notch. So see the notch? This side here is going to line up there. And then you, just like your vampire plug, you put it on. Now you're going to want to use a pair of pliers, and you're going to want to clamp this down. But just like that, we took a bulb that we broke when we took it off, and we fixed it by putting a new bulb, a new socket, light socket in.
So as you've seen in this video, it is super easy to remove these bulb sockets and glue from your brick or hard masonry surfaces. It really is easy. It'll save you tons of money by doing these outlines yourself, and it really does add a really cool, nice element to any of your holiday light displays. So don't be afraid to tackle this project. I hope this video has helped, and good luck.